Hey guys, you probably noticed a different tone for this vlog and the way it started out, and it's been kind of a difficult week at South Metro over the last week. We lost a member of the department and had to cope with that and do some funeral planning, and that was really tough. And it was in stark contrast from how the weekend started off with the Station 32 grand opening.
That's right, and we got to have so many people come out for the Station 32 grand opening, which we were really excited about because we got to push out the video just before then to give you guys kind of a sneak peek tour of it. And I was actually skiing that weekend. Unfortunately, I had some friends in town, which was great, but Eric told me that even some of our viewers came by to say hello and to meet him, and we just so appreciate you guys coming out for that. And for watching, we always appreciate you watching. So what an awesome celebration for us to not only show one of our new stations, but also to connect with you all as community members and to open up what we're proud of with all of you.
Yeah, definitely. It was awesome conversations that I had with a lot of different people, and some young, some older in the community that have been enjoying our vlogs, and that's awesome. And so we hope that we get to reconnect with all of you as we go forward with other events. Like later this year, we're going to have the fire muster in June. We're starting planning for that, and so we'll definitely get the word out as we get closer to there. So Station 32 was awesome. We had more visitors than I think most of us anticipated that we were going to, because it was such a cold day and the snow was coming in, but everybody had a great time. The hard thing about Saturday was there was really a stark contrast between the celebration that we had Saturday afternoon and then really the sadness that came Saturday night. And we knew that a firefighter at South Metro had been dealing with a brain tumor and treatment to have the tumor removed, and was in recovery for that, and some things didn't go the way that all of us certainly wanted them to go, or the way that they were planned. And Cody Mooney, who that firefighter is, he ended up on life support, and his family had to make some difficult decisions there. And Saturday night, we all got the notification that Cody was going to be taken from the ICU to be an organ donor. As some of you probably saw on our social media sites, really he continues to save lives even after his last breath, which is awesome. The really sad part of that is what his family had to go through. And so South Metro just being there for his family, making sure that their needs were met, and trying to support them any way that we could. From the PIO side of things, I got called to go to Littleton Hospital on Saturday night, and it was the first time that I've really ever seen or experienced what they call an honor walk. And the honor walk is where they take the organ donor from their room to the surgery center, and it's kind of a time of mourning and a time of certainly honor for that individual as they go down the hallway. And the ICU and the staff at Littleton Hospital were fantastic, and when they knew that the firefighters wanted to come and staff members from South Metro wanted to come and say goodbye, they welcomed everybody, and their quote was, "Paint the halls," as many people as we could get. And we had dozens of people lining the hallway to show their respect for Cody, and it was a highly emotional time. It was really difficult to watch all of that sadness, but at the same time, celebration for the fact that he was doing this and he was going to be able to help so many people. Cody's family needed a lot of support, and that included financial support as well. And they agreed to allow us to share that video of his honor walk on our social media accounts. And that's really when people, I think, outside of the agency first learned about Cody and the struggles that he and his family were going through. Certainly a difficult thing to photograph and to video happening, and it's an awkward position to be in as a PIO, but that's one of those kind of harder jobs that we have to do.
And in having those moments for the family to look back on too, because they not only got to be completely surrounded by their immediate family members, but like Eric said, I mean, people within the department, spouses, kids, lining the hallways to honor Cody and his family.
So South Metro treated Cody's passing as an active member death, but not a line of duty death. While he had a brain tumor, and we know that firefighters are at a much higher risk than the general population of having cancer, his was benign. It actually wasn't cancer that was causing everything. So the same death benefits that a firefighter would get if they died in the line of duty, Cody didn't get. And that's where the community, the crowdsourcing, the GoFundMe, the donations through the South Metro Firefighters Foundation, all of that really went to help Cody, and that's amazing. And we saw words of encouragement and words of support from people literally all over the globe. There's different language translations on there from people who learned about him through social media, which is really powerful.
So after everything happened on Saturday, that started a whole entire week of planning for Cody's memorial service on Friday. And I'm currently going through ICS training online, learning how to respond in different incidents. And what I'm learning the most is it's not just emergencies that we're responding to, but it's also things that happen, such as this in losing Cody in our fire department, and in planning that memorial service. There are so many people that are involved in that. And just looking back at it and talking with Eric today, it's people that are figuring out who is the best person to communicate a message, who's the best person to be in charge of different aspects of the service, having honor guard there, where to have the family, how the procession route should go, and then also coordinating that with members of the media. It is a very large piece that needs to be in place in order for everything to go smoothly.
So this vlog really is just kind of a look back at the past week, but more so than anything, it's to honor Cody and his family. And so probably the best way that we can do that is to show you and let you hear the words of his family and friends.
Stories of Cody have flooded our living rooms, our social media, our news stations, our state, our country, and even the world. These stories are wonderful, honoring, and well-deserved. But to me, and to so many others, Cody was so much more. And what made him so much more is the fact that Cody was not larger than life. He was real, he was wonderful, and he was ours. And Cody had a saying in our family, and it's been an ongoing thing that he always said to his kids, and it's love you, miss you, kiss you, whether it was bedtime or going to work or on the phone. And from now on, we're going to be saying to Cody, love you, miss you, and wish that we could kiss you.
About a year and a half ago, Cody and I ran one of the most memorable calls I've ever had in my career. We were called to a medical facility for a man having cardiac problems. When we made it on scene, we immediately knew the patient was very sick and needed intervention. Cody initiated patient care and maintained it all the way to the hospital. When we arrived at the hospital, the patient went into cardiac arrest. Cody immediately took action, performing CPR, and began directing others in the room. The patient's heart stopped a total of 3 times in the emergency room. And every time, Cody was an integral part of the care being provided to save this man's life. I was with the man's wife during much of the time, keeping her updated on what was going on, and I got to watch Cody in action. While it was a team effort that night, I have no doubt in my mind, if Cody was not there, this man would not be here today. Many of you may have recently seen a story about this. And that man, his name is Michael, and he and his wife Ann are in attendance today. They're both so grateful for Cody's actions that night and share my opinion that Mike would not be here today if not for Cody.
What Cody would want us to tell you is thank you. Thank you to the people of Littleton. Thank you to the people of Colorado, to the firefighters. I will be a different person, not just because of who Cody was, but I will truly be a different person because of who you are, the men and women of the South Metro Fire Department. I will never be the same person. I will show up differently for my friends and my family. I will show up differently for my community. And that's the difference Cody would have wanted in us.